Let me guess, you probably hate typing on your iPhone as much as I do, but it's something that I do and you probably do every single day. I can never seem to get my fingers in the right spot, and when I'm tapping around, it never seems to be quick and proficient and accurate. But I'm going to walk you through 10 tips to make the entire experience faster and more proficient and more accurate. So the first thing I want to walk you through is the spacebar. Now you probably know, of course, it adds a space, but it also has two other hidden functions. One is that you can double tap it and it will add a period and a space to just get to the next sentence. Again, you probably already know this, but you probably didn't know that you can use it to navigate around here. So you can see I have thank you instead of thank you, and I wanted to add an H on here. But instead of trying to tap around and get to exactly after that T, so I can add an H, I can use this space bar. So if I press and hold on the space bar, you can see the entire navigation goes gray, and I can swipe over to navigate to directly after the T and add an H. Now let's add another line here of just something random. You'll be able to see, again, if I press and hold on the spacebar, I can also move my finger up and over. So you can navigate anywhere that you want to be able to place the cursor exactly there instead of trying to get your fingers to tap exactly at the right spot. Now, another cool feature is that let's say this is something that you type regularly, like your phone number or your address. You can create a text replacement or a short code to be able to type that out. It's a cool feature. Let's press and hold on the smiley face or the globe icon at the bottom left, and then tap on keyboard settings. From here, you can see keyboards. I can add different languages, etc. But I want to get into text replacement, the second option. You can see I already have some on here, but let's tap on the plus at the top right. Now, let's say on here, I want to have the phrase as my phone number. So I'm just going to enter in a random phone number here. And then instead of typing out that exact phone number, I can just have T-cell. Now, if I hit save, it says, all right, I type in T-cell and it will autofill my phone number. So let's test that out. Let's go back into here. And then on here, I'm just going to delete out all of this. And if I type in T-cell, you can see just like that, it autofills with my phone number. I can hit the spacebar, and instead of having to type it out, it will just autofill. A really cool feature that helps and basically makes everything quicker. Another really cool feature that I want to show you is that you can do handwriting gestures. However, keep in mind, you do need to have your phone in landscape mode. So let's switch this over to landscape mode. You can see at the very bottom right is a new button that looks kind of like cursive. I can tap on that. And now you can see at the very bottom are a number of different items. You can see hello, thank you, etc. Let's say on here, I wanted to type out love you and then exclamation point. And I can even add a little heart on here and then hit done. And just like that, it adds it to that text message. So instead of typing something out, say it's somebody's birthday and you wanted a little message to them and you want something a bit more personal, you can just write it out with your fingers. This is helpful for using cursive and stuff like that. And hit the send button and it will send it in your own handwriting. Now, I have a lot of other cool features that I'm going to walk you through, but first, if you would take a few seconds to hit that like and subscribe button down below. I provide all these videos completely free, and it really helps me out if you just take a moment to hit the like button, hit the subscribe. It's the best way that you can say thank you. Thank you. Now, the next thing that I want to show you is special symbols on your phone. Now, you notice that like I press and hold on the space bar and it does other things. There's lots of other keyboard items that will do things behind this item. So I can show you an example. For instance, if I tap and hold on A, it gives me a whole bunch of other options for A, different characters and letters. And then you can just tap on another letter. And again, it will give you other examples. For instance, if I'm typing out $10 and I wanted to type out 10 pounds instead, I can tap on the dollar symbol and slide over to pounds so that I can type in 10 pounds. Or let's say I wanted to type out that it is 70 degrees. And instead of typing out degrees, I can press and hold on the 0 and then swipe over to degrees. There's lots of different ones that have different symbols behind them. So again, you can press and hold on any of these and then just swipe over. So I would highly encourage you to just play around with this, see which symbols you like, see which symbols you use often, and then you'll have a shortcut to be able to get to all of those symbols. Now, let's say another thing is instead of constantly pressing the caps lock here, or the uppercase, you can tap and hold on it to be able to get to, or double tap on it rather, to get to the all caps. So on here, you can see now I'm typing in all caps, and then I can tap on it again to get to lowercase. So instead of every single letter tapping on the capitalization, you can just double tap on it to get to all caps. Another cool feature that I want to walk you through is shaking to undo some writing. You might have known this already, but essentially you can get your iPhone and then you can shake it a little bit, just like that. And you can see it says undo typing. I can just tap on undo and it will remove what I had most recently typed. So this is a quick way, if you mess something up, you can just go back by shaking your phone to undo it. Now, another cool thing is, let's just type some random words here, is you can single tap on a word and it will just put a cursor there, but you can double tap and it will select that word. Now, if you triple tap somewhere, you'll be able to see by triple tapping, it will select the entire sentence. So again, single tap will put your cursor there. A double tap will select the word. A triple tap will select the entire sentence. After you've done that, you can see cut, copy. You can add text effects. You can even tap on more here to autofill, and you can have a bunch of different options, proofread, rewrite, etc. So that's a really cool way to be able to select a lot of text. Now, something you might not have used in the past is the swipe to text feature. Now, normally you can just type in, "Hi, how are you?" However, if this is really slow for you, and it's really slow for me to be able to do that, I can also just swipe my finger around to type that. Now, how this works is I'm going to start my finger at the very first letter and then end at the very last letter. And then I'm just going to swipe my finger around. When I lift my finger up, it will add a space between that word. So I'm going to type in hi, and then HOWAREYOU. Just like that, I can quickly and easily swipe my finger around my iPhone to be able to type, if you don't necessarily type very quickly, just by tapping and pecking on those specific letters. The last thing I want to show you is a cool feature that allows you to quickly and easily type if you're not good at typing. And it's the dictate button. At the very bottom right is that little microphone icon. I can just press it, and now everything that I say to my iPhone, it will dictate it and add it as a text. Now, it used to be pretty bad at adding punctuation. Now it's a bit better at adding punctuation for different sentences, but sometimes you do need to tell it to add punctuation, period. Now, next sentence, I want to talk about X, Y, and Z, period. So keep in mind, when you do dictate like that, you sometimes will need to add commas and punctuations, verbally tell Siri to add those things in, because it doesn't always do a great job adding those in. But you'll be able to see I quickly and easily typed out a big long message without having to fumble through and tap my fingers. I hope all these tips and tricks help you to be able to type a bit better and faster and easier. If this helped you out, again, hit the subscribe button down below and hit the like button. Thanks, guys.